Grandpa's feeling a little frisky today.
Anheuser-Busch this week became the latest company to face backlash from conservatives, like singer Kid Rock.
Like the head honcho, like the right hand of Donald Trump, Kid Rock. Or as I know him, Bobby.
Kid Rock is very mad at Bud Light right now, and apparently has a problem with trans people for some reason.
Expect the outrage to have a major impact on Bud Light sales.
Say something to all you and be as clear and concise as possible. Fuck Bud Light. Fuck Anheuser-Busch. Have a terrific day.
Pretend I don't have a dirty sock in my face.
Welcome to Bro Taste This.
Nah, man, you look good, man. You look fucking fresh, bro. Bro, you look very fresh. Honestly, I thought you were ready for your mocha last night. That's why you were looking so fresh. How did that turn out, though? Did they actually come and, like, bust on the place?
No, they did not come. We got so lucky.
Oh, good. Yeah, you guys were loud. I can only imagine how many of the other establishments around were like.
What the fuck is going on down the road?
But from the street though, like none of the neighbors nearby, called it in. So like.
No, you're right.
Yeah. Good, wholesome white people. And that is the theme of today's episode. Welcome to another exciting episode of VYV Vino, brought to you by the Bro Taste This channel. Here I am, as always, Phill Golden Corral, with his co-host, Juan Legend.
So, homie, how are you?
Now, we're going to address the big elephant in the room, and I'm not talking about my penis. We're going to be talking about why Luis and Leo aren't here. Luis, Pablo, and lovely Leo.
You said that so sexually. Dude, I think I got hard.
That's broadcasting, brother. That's good broadcasting, man.
So why aren't they here?
We're here to address the elephant in the room. What?
So where are they? Why aren't they here?
They are currently in rehab. We had an intervention last week, and those two, as I've cut back on my porn addiction, it had to go somewhere else. So while my porn addiction went down, theirs ramped up. And I'm glad Luis and Leo were able to take the big step forward and say they have a problem. So with the Bro Tastes funds and from the lovely support of you, the viewers at home, we are able to send them to an all-exclusive rehabilitation center. The same one where Hunter Biden went.
That's some high-class stuff right there.
High class, yeah.
You know what? Before we move on from that, like I think it's hilarious that it's a porn addiction that got Luis. I always thought it would be something more gym bro related, like either steroids.
Oh, what do you think? What kind of pornographic material you think he's looking at?
Is he looking at buffed out, chiseled women?
Dude, you know who Lean Beef Patty is?
No.
Oh my God, Lean Beef Patty.
You know what? Actually, I think I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this, like super buff, like OnlyFans girl, right?
No, I don't think she's an OnlyFans girl. I think she's more of a TikTok viral star.
Okay.
But yeah, of that like notoriety, where
she's like 5 months away from becoming an OnlyFans girl. That's usually how it goes. Like
if there's a good,
they're usually dipping their toe with their sexuality and like seeing, oh, this brings in a lot of money, and then like
this is free marketing for them.
Yeah,
until they get to the OnlyFans.
Yeah, until they're like willing to do it, basically.
Mm-hmm. And Leo, you know, Leo, he's a dirty dog, so it doesn't matter what it is.
He's a dog, dude.
He's just a dog, man.
Dude, he's the horniest fucker I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, and now when he comes back, and maybe next week or 2 weeks from now, we wish him a speedy recovery. So, however long it takes, we wish them the best. Much like
turn off the internet, boys.
Oh,
yeah.
Turn off the internet.
No more P-Hub.
No more YouTubes. No more TikTok. TikTok's really bad,
dude. And they're the worst. These two are like paying for it.
Yeah.
Like, these two are always paying for it. Like, guys, what are you doing?
Always
Why
giving little
gifts. Why are you
gifts?
spending like $50 a day on a nut? Like, what are you doing? You can get it for free.
Yeah. Do it the honorable way.
Yeah.
Paint your nails and do makeup on your face if you want to get a good nut.
Go to a shady adult store by a truck stop.
And for those who are watching and listening at home, mostly watching, probably should address this, but I got black finger paint on.
Yeah, why are you dressed like that? What's up with the nails?
So we went to Miss Legend's birthday party yesterday. Very lovely established place. Great people. We haven't seen a lot of them since the wedding. So a nice little get together. It's a couple of folks, And
Who are your favorite people there? Give them a shout out.
all 26 of them that went out. Shout out to the old 26. You know who I am or who they are. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That and I'm awful with names, so even though I've seen them so
not
many
even
times.
One, bro. Not even one. He's like, you know what?
All 26 of you.
None of them.
Love you.
Love yous.
Keep on doing it. But no, we had a prom theme birthday party, right?
I wanted a prom themed birthday party.
Mhm.
Yeah. So like that's what we went hard with.
Oh yeah,
It was
and
a really fun time.
I went all out with the prom theme thing. For people who've been listening part of the podcast for quite a bit now, they know that I'm a man's man. So when I had to be emo, I was like, you know what? When I was a kid, I always missed out on the My Chemical Romance and
You missed out on that?
those skinny white boys with the ties and like I was like, I'm too fat and brown for that. I could never pull that look. I got short hair. They'll know I'm just a phony. So I just sat there in the sidelines idolizing them. I'm there playing football. I'm like, I want to be where you are.
Oh my god.
I wish I was
I've
them.
never thought of like a little like a semi jockey kid that was like pining to be an outcast.
Yeah. I really wish I would have. Yeah. But I was trying to regain my glory days. And I kind of did that yesterday.
Yeah.
I posted on my social media that I was prom ready without putting the two together that it is prom season and a lot of the high schools around.
So you look like a fucking pedophile.
I look like a fucking pedophile. So a lot of my friends are like, oh, cool, replying to like prom night. I was like, yeah, hell yeah. Wait, do you think, then it hit me.
Wait.
I had 3 friends.
Wait, do you think this is cool for a different reason?
Yeah. Well, see, that's my issue.
Yeah.
It's like, do they know that I was going to
an adult prom?
Yeah, or do they just think I was going to prom? It's like, you know what, man? You didn't do much in high school. I'm glad you're getting a second chance, dude. Get in there, bro. Get in there, bro.
I'm glad an 18-year-old asked you out.
We were worried for you. We were worried about you for a second. But yeah. No, it was really fun. So I had to like really get into my emo side. And wow, I am. Let me get credit to all the people that are invested, because you don't got to be a lady to even do makeup and all that shit, right? You can be a guy like me or whatever you identify as. That shit's expensive, dude.
Dude, it's so expensive.
Holy shit.
It's so expensive.
Just for a little one-time thing. By the way, expect me to be in full
regalia.
Full emo regalia from now on, because I spent too much money on this
You're
for
like,
a
now
one-time
I'm committing.
thing. Yeah.
Oh, dude, tell. Oh, and people who aren't in the room, we also have an extra guest here, co-producing today, or guest producing.
Or step-in super producer.
Give him a shout out.
Shout out to Yuri the Bear from the Darien area. Yuri Bear. What? He's a man's man. Hell yeah. Shout out.
Shout out. Great job, Woody. Thank you for stepping in.
Oh, yeah.
But I was going to say, before we move on from your story yesterday, you got to tell the people all the comments you were getting on the streets.
Dude, so I got the makeup ready at like 11 a.m., right? And I was in like production for like maybe a good hour. Straightened my hair. I hair dried my hair because I wanted to get the straightened look, that whole plasticky like burnt hair look. Like, I hate my life. Like, I burn my hair because it's my fashion. I wanted to get that look going. So like, I'm just there. I think I showed you the video yesterday.
Yeah, I saw it.
I look like a complete girl. Like, my hair was long, my back was hairy. I was like, I'd fuck me. All right.
You're fine.
For those watching, we are currently in the basement of Juan Legend. And I don't want to be a bad influence. He's got a beautiful little dog upstairs. I don't want to hear any of the naughty stuff coming out of her mouth.
That's a Christian dog.
That's a
Christian
dog. That's
dog
a Fox
right there.
News dog if I ever
That's
seen one.
Fox News watching dog right up there.
All the way, baby. So I've been in full regalia, right, since like 11 a.m., pretty much the whole day. And just running different errands, going to gas stations, getting gas, and trying to sneak in. I had to go to Kohl's to buy a red tie because I went all black everything. And I didn't know my black tie would match in with my black shirt very well.
I had no idea.
Nope. Not one clue. And it just didn't really look well. So when I had a little bit of free time, went over to Kohl's, got myself a solid red tie. I was thinking of going to Walmart to buy a rose, buy some spray paint, and really go full into it and just spray paint
a black rose.
Yeah. But knowing me, I probably would have just put it on my shirt, soaking wet. Just have everything
Ruined
bleached.
your shirt.
Yeah. My suit, everything gone. But no, I didn't do that. I just went out and about, and I went to the gas station out here. It's a very small town here in Wisconsin, a little small state. And for those who aren't aware, Bud Light's gone underneath some controversy lately, right? They've hired, they made a campaign because every year, or every now and then, Bud Light has a promotion with the Bud Light Girls, right? They pick a Bud Light girl to promote the Bud Light for the summer, for the season, whatever. And
I've genuinely never heard of it.
No? Yuri, can you pull up some Bud Light Girls here? Or give me some information on the Bud Light Girls? Maybe Google it.
I love the way that rolls off your tongue. The Bud Light Girls. Oh, the new hot fresh single this summer, the Bud Light Girls.
Yeah, the BLGs. Give me some love for the BLGs.
Give us some love. Give us some love.
Woo. But Bud Light, to honor their campaign this year, they hired the first transgender woman, Dylan Mullaney, who's like a social viral star, TikTok star. She has a, I don't know why I said they. She has, well, because I respect transgenders. Call me back. But Dylan Mullaney had been like the spokesperson for Nike. Nike's like athletic women clothing.
Yeah.
Right? And Tampax specifically, which got a lot of outrage from people who are saying like, oh my God, they don't have periods, so why are they the spokesperson? Then Dylan Mullaney came out saying like, well, she was trying to promote the message of like, even if you don't have periods, if you're a dude, you should always carry a tampon on you for ladies who have periods. Yeah. In case like there's a situation like, I got a tampon here for you. Trying to promote that like healthy message, I guess, right?
Yeah.
A lot of feedback, a lot of controversy, a lot of backlash. That's the word I'm looking for, from a lot of ladies about that. And then Bud Light was like, you know what? This year for the BLGs, Bud Light Girl, we're gonna do Dylan Mullaney, and a lot of people were pissed off about that. Specifically, like the head honcho, like the right hand of Donald Trump, Kid Rock. Or as I know him, Bobby. Bobby. He got really, really pissed off about that. He videotaped himself right after the announcement of Dylan Mullaney. They put her face on the cans to promote it and all that stuff. Bud Light Girl. Kid Rock had a video saying that like, this country's it's something along the lines of like, this is such a fucking shame. I can't believe this. I can't support this. Hey, everybody, I'm your uncle, and I'm pissed off. And, like, he almost had tears in his eyes. This is like, I can't believe you guys have done this to me. Fuck you, Bud Light. Fuck you, Coors. And then he takes his gun. You've seen this video, haven't you?
No.
Oh, bro, it's so funny. He takes his gun. He's with an AR. He has, like, a table, maybe,
he just rips it
20 yards away, right?
Yeah.
Just rips cases of Bud Light. Just without, like, he single-handedly added more to the advertising of Bud Light with that video than anything else. So, I mean, he's doing free marketing for them at that point.
Dude, it's so funny. Like, this wasn't even on purpose, but, I had to buy beer for the party.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the beer that I ended up buying was Bud Light.
Yeah.
Because it was on special.
Dude, but it was on special? Wow. Damn.
I was like, yeah, dude, like, two 12 packs for like $20. All right, let's go. Like, I think it was even a better deal than that. But yeah, they were like giving it out on a deal. So
they lost like $5 billion because of this whole like announcing.
How much is that though? Is that like $1 trillion company? Like,
true, but I mean,
no, I'm asking. I'm not saying.
Oh, in reality,
like, what is the like what kind of
powerful
hit would
euro?
that be?
What's the net worth of the Bud Light over there?
Of the Bud Light?
Oh, the Bud Light.
I think it's made by Anheuser-Busch, and Anheuser-Busch makes a lot, so it's hard to like track that sort of thing.
True. They all have a parent company of a parent company.
Yeah, Anheuser-Busch is like one of the largest monopolies in all of alcohol. They make Budweiser.
Yeah, $5 billion is a drop in the bucket. Yeah, so it's a cost. It's kind of like a.
The company's worth $112.6 billion.
100
I'll have you repeat that just because I didn't catch the first part of that.
Wow.
Anheuser-Busch has a market cap of 112 billion.
And you're claiming that they lost around 5.
Yeah.
Well, that's not insignificant.
No,
No.
but still,
But that's like 5%. That sounds like pretty significant.
within the short time that they announced this and all
Yeah.
that stuff, and then with the lighting of the torch, metaphorically by
Phill,
Kid Rock.
let's cut through the fat here.
Mhm.
How do you feel about that?
Honestly, I don't have a dog in this fight. I think it's funny that Kid Rock would get so upset.
You don't have a dog in this fight, so
I-
you don't automatically support them.
Let me get
That's
to
pretty
the hold
fucked
on.
up.
Let me get to the good part. I don't have a dog in this fight until they start classifying me as that. Until they start dog whistling at me. So here's a real kicker. Because of this whole Bud Light controversy and everyone being so like anti, like, no way. If there's gonna be a girl, then it'd be a biological girl.
Yeah.
Right? So now they're dog whistling, calling gay people and trans Bud. Hey Bud. Hey buddy. That's like a dog whistle now within like that community of like, if you want to support Bud Light.
Wait, but who says this? Who?
This is can you pull up is calling someone Bud a dog whistle? And then I'm sure something will pull up. But yeah, literally. And I got called
Like, who did it get? Like, who's behind the popularization of this? Like, what section of Twitter? Like,
I've heard it on different podcasts of like how like people are gonna be calling hey Bud to be like, you know.
yeah, it's some sort of like
as a reference to the
yeah.
Bud Light now. So
Is that any word on that? Again?
I am looking at the Urban Dictionary, and the first 3 do not agree with Phill.
Urban Dictionary is Bezos, so
They use this in court.
they use Urban Dictionary in court. What?
Urban Dictionary in court. So
Your Honor?
super producer Uriel over here is
Mhm.
not confirming your reports.
Neither is the
Doesn't
United
mean
States.
that you're not right. Sometimes it can take a little bit of time for the trends to get written down. You know,
Always.
sometimes it's too
And
real
you know what?
life
Maybe
for
because of this,
real time.
maybe because of this episode, the trend will start now. You know what? That's a good idea, Phil. Maybe I will start calling gay people buds. Thank you, Phil. Yeah, I think we should start something beautiful here.
Feel good about that?
Yeah, feel good about that. No, I don't got a dog in this fight though, in this whole like controversy of Bud Light, because I think Bud Light tastes like fucking piss.
Yeah.
You know, but like if people are start gonna call me buddy and all this stuff, then I'm gonna get pissed off.
All right, bet. You just brought up a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Rank your favorite domestic beers.
Domestic beers?
Yes, like of the Bud Lights, Budweisers, Miller Lights, MGD.
I gotta go with PBR because PBR is the first like beer company to turn their back on their city. Like, you know what? Fuck you, Milwaukee.
I think that happens all the time.
Really?
I think it probably happens more often than we think. Yeah.
Any company that is like homegrown and like got to start somewhere and got big enough to the point where like,
To the
you know what?
left.
Yeah. That's
So
a
they got
company
too
I
big for
support.
the britches.
Dude, when GM closed the plants in Janesville and
Yeah.
in Detroit, I was like, yeah, finally.
My next 3 cars were GM. I love a good sellout.
Sign me up. You want to charge a subscription base to unlock my car? Take 3. Yes, please.
Yes.
But
So PBR, is there second or third places?
I mean, I guess Cools, Hams.
You mean Coors?
No, not Coors. I'm talking about Cools. Cool is like a shitty like
COOL?
COO. Wait, no, KOOL. Cools.
Okay.
It's like very cheap beer.
Where the fuck did you find that?
South Beloit.
Can you find that again?
Can you type in Cools? KOOL.
KOOLS.
Cools beer. Dude, they got Cools. They got Hams. Hams was one of my favorites.
Right. Cool is holy sh. I have never seen a beer can look like that. It looks so. There's 2 words on the whole can.
Yeah.
It says cool and beer. There's
Yeah,
nothing
dude.
else on it.
Oh, yeah.
This is like a fucking beer from like Looney Tunes, dude.
Dude, wait until you meet Hams. It just says
I've seen Hams. Yeah.
I love it, Hams.
I had a coworker from good old Maxie's
Mm-hmm.
who referred me to you know her, Renee. She referred me to Schlitz, which I believe is also a Milwaukee-based, like domestic PBR type beer.
Nice.
It's really good.
That
Fucking
sounds like what I
phenomenal.
used to type in to like find my Asian porn.
I was gonna say it sounds
Schlitz.
slightly pornographic. Yeah, yeah. And
Very.
I think that's part of why she likes it.
Oh,
Oh,
I need to hit up Renee more.
ooh.
But yeah, no, we had a great time. Got called buddy maybe 3 times. You know, all because of this whole Bud Light controversy. So now I'm just more aware. You know, but hey, one thing about the whole finger paint and the makeup thing, much more approachable to girls. You know, it's like they let the guard down around me. It's like, you know what? Maybe this guy won't.
They're like, yeah, this femboy's not gonna do anything.
Yeah. He's not gonna use his weight and size to overpower me. He's safe. So if you're having trouble meeting new girls or stepping out into your dating zone, whether you're looking for the company of a lady or the company of a guy, definitely go with makeup. It lets everyone know that that you're not a threat. Unless you're a school shooter, then be careful. Which is true. I mean, if I was in school and I had this get up, they would probably call me a school shooter.
You think so?
Maybe.
No, you talk to too many people.
True.
No, school shooters are kind of loner types.
Yeah, the lone wolves.
Yeah, a lot of the times.
Top G's.
Top G's.
Yep.
Some real Sigma males.
Mm-hmm. Those edit guys, they're like, that's literally me. I'm the school shooter.
The dude who walks into the school and then the Patrick Bateman music just starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole Walkman walk and like. It's funny to like promote a healthy message to like young men of like, oh, work out, be invested in yourself, all this stuff. Just transpires into like, yeah, but that's actually really toxic. Actually, that's actually really bad for like your whole social ecosystem and all that shit. So.
Wait, what? You think that saying that's what the criticism of that community is?
Isn't it? What is the criticism of that community?
I would think it's like...
It's not toxic? Their views on women, their views on everything?
Yeah, it's more so of like the... Oh, well, you gotta like neg a girl or like oh, she already slept with like 4 guys, so like you can't like give her a shot.
She's busted, you gotta move on, dude.
It's more like shit like that's kind of like wacky. It's not like, oh, you're working out too much or you're paying too much attention to your portfolio.
No, well, I mean, the whole like, she's busted, dude. She's not worthy of your hard work because you worked so hard. You put in... All that's just a little side effect of like that grind set, that Sigma, like, to be the best, you must put in sacrifice. You must...
Isn't that just like hustle culture though?
Yeah, I think hustle culture is toxic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's very bad.
Do you think that like when you were growing up, you would have been susceptible to some of like the Andrew Tate type shit as like a middle schooler or a high schooler?
Honestly, no. Those kids in middle school and high school that were the Andrew Tate kids would have bullied me for being like, you believed in Bigfoot?
Did they even exist though?
Back then?
Like, what was the equivalent to that back then? Like I can't think of it.
I guess it would be like sports core, right? That jock, that Friday Night Lights, Varsity Blues, that whole culture of like varsity. You're the quarterback or you're the varsity player. You can sleep with the underage girl and get her drunk. Boys will be boys. That's boys will be boys.
You're not wrong, but like that feels like a different thing too. That feels like its own very different thing from Andrew Tate type shit.
Well, exactly, but
I get what you're saying. It kind of stems and they like are close to each other.
The message, unfortunately, is the same. Of the boys will be boys.
Yeah.
Which sucks. And we can go through many cases where like high school players like gang raped,
of course.
And they got it away, and because they're related to a coach or
they're rich,
or the mayor or what have you. What's that one famous guy? Fuck.
Yeah, the one...
Brock Turner?
Yeah, Brock something, the really famous rapist fucker.
Yeah, Brock Turner, yeah. Got away with all that stuff. So that was like, what, 10 years, maybe 12 years ago, right?
No, I think it was 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, no, that happened in high school.
It was before COVID.
Before Brock Turner?
Well, I know he's free now, and that he got released like 4 3 years ago or something like that.
Yuri, can you look up when Brock Turner got his no? Thank you, Yuri. I tell him this every week. He's like, "Fuck you, Phill.
Fuck you, Phill.
I drink Bud Light."
Really, you want to know a funny story? See? Piece of shit. I told
What
you
happened?
2014.
2015.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's what I said. You said 2019
I
before
said
COVID.
2014.
Oh, I can't hear you because I got
Yeah.
headphones on. My bad. Go on.
I'm speaking into the mic. You should be able to hear.
Oh, you should speak a little louder.
You should be able to hear.
Well, I think we all heard enough of you. Actually, we haven't heard enough from the trans community. The trans. What were you gonna say though?
And you are their ally, so you should
I
speak
am.
for them.
I'm Q plus. Yes.
What does that mean, Phill?
Ally. You know how Bernie Sanders was like being like dragged away from like the civil rights activism?
Fair. Yep.
That's me, but I'm like taking 3 trans with me.
Let me get a goodie bag.
Yeah.
A little bit of this. A little bit of that.
I'm gonna have this one on the
Ooh.
weekend.
This one confuses me, but I like it.
I'm a Bernie Sanders of the community. What were you gonna say though? Were you gonna say something homophobic or racist?
No, I think that was you.
That's our core values, though. So.
Fair. But going back to the Andrew Tate thing.
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
I do think that like.
Sports core and toxic masculinity.
Yeah, I mean that was a thing back then, but like, if the way that teachers online talk about Andrew Tate is like to be, is to be observed or believed, and I don't see why it wouldn't be, because like, they're just like working class people talking about how their job is happening. They're like claiming that little kids are like getting like super fucking damaged by like Andrew Tate type shit. That like they're dealing with toddlers, teenagers, like saying things like, "Oh well, I'm not doing that because that's not alpha," or like I'm not. Yeah, that they are, dude. Like that they're getting like teenagers or like who are yelling back at the kids because they're like, "Oh well, you embarrassed me in front of a girl, dude. That's like so like beta or this and that." Like, like they're talking like. I don't know, like if they were online or something, you know?
They're using
like,
online culture.
Yeah, they're talking like if it was like the comment section of like a red pill like YouTube video.
There's just a bunch of young toddler Redditors.
Yeah. So like, dude, if I don't know that like I personally would have like gotten lost in those circles, like those toxic circles, but I just like it would have been so fascinating to like live through that, you know? Like, just to be a fly on the wall of, like, that culture shift.
Damn, that's tough. Because, like, back then, because, you know, our upbringing's a little bit different, right? So I was always been the bigger kid. So everyone viewed me as, like, oh, this guy's big, so he's got to be a badass. He's got to fight. He's got to know how to, you know, defend himself. So I always just got myself in trouble no matter where I went. And I'm sure if the situation was still now, I would just get bullied even more. It's like, oh, you're a tough guy? Huh?
Yeah.
You're a fucking bitch. You watch WWE? I watch real shit like the History Channel. They probably would have. Is
that how you think they would have bullied you?
Yeah, dude.
Some history nerds gonna bully you like that?
Some Sigma history nerds? Yeah, dude. Okay, think about this. What's the best way to show that you're like the most alpha male as a little kid? Teacher. Those guys.
I feel like that's a teacher's pet.
Those guys always got the best pussy.
Did they?
Oh yeah, the best. They would get extra little milks and all this stuff. They get little crushes on Valentine's Day. They get little extra crush sodas. They get little Smarties. They always got more because they were the smartest. That's the Sigma. That's the nose to the grindstone.
Is that what happened with you?
No, I was on the sideline like, what the fuck? I'm big. Everyone wants to fight me. You remember my first week in Delavan? Yeah.
It was genuinely one of the most memorable school experiences that I have.
It's so dumb. I just wanted friends.
What would they tell you, Phill?
Oh, why?
When like
people try to square up with me?
Yeah, what would they tell you? How would they start?
You remember Ramon? Pretty much all of them were just Ramones.
True.
You think you're big? Huh? Body shots way? Body shots way? You got body. You can take it. All right. Can we be friends after? You gonna invite me to your birthday party? That's very funny. You know how people have golden... Speaking of birthday parties, celebrating Miss
Before we
Legends?
move on.
What's up?
Who was the funnest of the body shots, and who was the least fun to body shot?
Oh. Least fun would have to be Jose.
Why?
Because he made me cry at Amy's basement.
Why?
It wasn't even from a body shot. Like I was doing some like defense, and I pushed myself back into Amy's wall, and she had a nail there, and I hurt myself. And I was like, ooh. I was just crying. They're like, oh, you okay, Phill?
You gave yourself tetanus?
Yeah, essentially. And like, fucking Jose was backing me up with the body shots. You know, I'm trying to like back myself up and like being defensive.
I think I popped my wart.
Just bam, right in the back.
Okay, most fun.
I guess would be Ramon, because he was the only guy that like perform a spinning back elbow on me. Out of all the body shots I've ever had, I've never seen anyone pull that move on me.
So, recreate this for the people out there. What does that look like?
Imagine two, 13-year-olds, one chubby, one slightly less chubby, and we're fighting outside by the pond. Imagine like a man-made pond, two Mexican kids, one sweaty, one who doesn't want to be there. And then eventually a Mexican with a faux hawk does a little spin pivot move with his sharp elbow and just gets you.
He got you where in the face?
I don't know. I was pretty upset, so I think it was a face because it was a body shot thing.
Yeah, he got you in the face with the fucking elbow, the most vicious of the body parts.
Yeah. Elbow, or even worse, probably the backhand. So,
yeah, spinning backhand.
Either he hit me pretty hard to the point where like it hurt, or to the point where it's just humiliating. Fucking spinning back fist.
But why was that fun for you? I was wondering which one was fun for you.
Oh, I never won any of them.
You never won any of them?
No.
Dude, you're a beast. How could you never win?
I never wanted to fight people. I just wanted friends.
You gotta shut it down, though.
I mean, I'm just one of those like, oh, this guy can go the distance. He can last 5 rounds. I'm the guy that wins by points.
So
you know, I'm not gonna go in there and try to knock them out. I'm gonna.
He's out in like body shot matches trying to be Floyd Mayweather, dude. He's trying to last the whole 4 rounds. What are you doing?
Yeah, man, that's the you take the high road, brother.
No, dude, with bullies, you gotta at least show one. Show yourself. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a prey and predator thing. If the prey fights back against the predator, most of the time the predator will just like let that motherfucker go and go for one that doesn't fight back because he doesn't like to fight back. And like in my opinion, like I dealt with some bullying in school as well, and that is how I handled it, and it stopped, and it worked.
You know what? I did the opposite way. They would beat me up, but I would hold my head up high, saying that, you know what, you took the high ground today, Phill. You took the high road.
You're doing the Jesus route?
Yeah. Turn the other cheek.
Turn the other cheek.
Turn the other cheek, brother.
Again. All right, now turn around, do my bottom.
Be careful inside, some little bruise there. Little bruise. But that was our childhood right there. And speaking of like birthdays that, you know, Miss Legends just had, you ever had your golden birthday yet?
Well, mine was lame. It was when I was 3 years old, bro.
Oh, damn. Mine was when I was 6. Yeah. I had 2 friends came over.
Yeah.
I think I invited my whole classroom. Pretty funny.
Shit sucks, right?
Yeah. I was back then. It was when my dad was working at the dairy and the country kitchen.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like, you know, just had the party there. Just expecting like my classroom. Just 2 kids showed up. One of them brought their Hot Wheels. We were just playing Hot Wheels. It's pretty fun.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Sam.
Shout out Sam.
He's probably working in some like tech company now, or got stabbed in San Francisco for Cash App or something.
Shout out Sam.
Shout out Sam.
Send him money. He just got stabbed.
Yeah, probably. Poor guy.
Poor guy.
You know, yeah. The was that Miss Legends' golden birthday yesterday?
No. That would have been when she was 14.
Nice. Did you have a good golden birthday?
I don't know.
Did you know her back then?
Nah.
You guys were like high school sweethearts. But
Yeah, but not then. No, that
not
was
middle school, not freshman?
Not then. Not then.
Nice. You were laying the groundwork for that. You're like, you know what?
Dude,
You had your nose to the grindstone. You're like, I'm gonna be her husband. I'm that guy.
they're dropping hints already.
Yep. You had a little poster of her, like what? Manifestation, manifest destiny.
Dude, I would tell her friends that I was gonna like date her.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I like that's kind of a joke, but like it really is true. Like I would tell her friends, hey, she's gonna be my girlfriend, and like, dude, that shit
It worked out.
It worked out.
Well, that gives me hope because I say that to every girl I meet. I'm like, damn, dude, I'm gonna marry that bitch.
He's like, you want to be my future ex-wife? What's up?
Damn, I'm gonna cause unreversible years of PTSD on this bitch. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
But no, it was yeah. I don't know what to say about the party. It was pretty wild. I was only there for a short bit. I showed up in full like.
So you got to tell the people because I had a lot of people asking me why you left.
No, hold on
including this gentleman right here, standing right next to us.
Nice.
Weren't a lot of people wondering where he was and why he left?
Yeah. I just had to go out, fix some things. Last week for the episode, you were out and about, and you couldn't make it to the podcast. But you ran into an old acquaintance of mine, and got school shooter vibes, which I was really happy to hear. That I was like, damn, they didn't change their style, did they? They're still wilding it out. Love that.
If anything, they've committed harder.
Yeah, it's a bit. It's
like,
committed to the
no,
bit.
Mom, it's not a phase. It's like, no, well, now it's not.
Well, now I'm going to lock my gun in the gun cabinet. If it's not a phase. Now I got to buy a gun cabinet now. Okay. No, but, yeah, you ran into an old friend of mine and an old acquaintance, per se. And the old friend of mine from Korea, shout out, just came back, so I had to go see them for a little bit, and just the way that everything worked out, the timing was like the only time they could see them, and had to run back and forth, try to, how you say, salvage my good name, per se.
And how did that work?
You know what? It worked out pretty well, I'd say. I think. I'll find out. Maybe in 6 months from now, when I talk to them again, probably.
So you probably could have just waited, you weirdo.
Oh yeah. Well, it went well, but I think it went well just the same way that I say it went well with the date, with the psychic. So I think in my head I was like, wow, we're I'm cordial, friendly. This is catching up, but probably in their head like, oh, this
How
guy's
the fuck do I get out of here?
This guy's fucking.
Where's the nearest exit?
He's a weirdo. It's fucking lame. He smells like tacos. What the fuck? It's pretty. Yeah,
He keeps bringing up his fucking lame podcast.
Like, no, I don't want to taste it. No, stop asking me. No, for all the people at the party, my apologies. I just had to go do some gay bullshit. So, and it was definitely gay bullshit I had to deal with.
I told him that too.
Gay bullshit?
I was like, dude, he's like simping on like some friendship level shit right now.
I wouldn't call it simping. It's more like
it felt like friendship simping.
It's more like an estranged father, kind of like neglecting something for years and like, oh hey, you can drive a car now?
Oh,
Cool.
estranged father is attaching way too much value.
Oh yeah,
to that relationship.
No. I'm definitely.
It's a very friendly friend, but estranged father is something else.
Oh what?
I said estranged father is like a higher level.
A higher level of neglect.
Yeah.
Than
what was going on that day.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know about that. Different
Moral
views.
of the story is
different
your ass
strokes.
should have stayed. Everybody wanted you to stay, and they were all having a good time with you.
And I was so hungry. Yeah,
did you even eat?
No. I got fucking three cocktails probably. 3 or 4. So.
Oh, you momo. Why
I didn't eat one plate. I didn't eat one thing.
Ah, dude.
I was so hungry.
You're such a momo, dude.
I didn't eat until like maybe 1 a.m.
There was so much food available.
Yeah. After this, I'm gonna have to go over there and get some food now.
He didn't eat any.
Yeah, he sat next to me. I lied. I stole Uriel's cookie. He had a cookie right there. And I took it. I was like, not today, motherfucker. He was on his phone. He wasn't even paying attention. I took the cookie. I was like, not today, motherfucker. Not today.
It was a great time though, but like just as, man, I don't know how to say it, like we just have such a cool like gang of friends, like a lot of really cool people who are just like always down to.
And they really committed to the whole prom night thing. I was like,
yeah, everybody committed, dude. Did you see Ricky, dude?
Yeah.
That suit, dude, suit of the night.
Oof, Ricky doggy.
That like plaid blue suit. That thing was sick.
Oh yeah, suede blue. Take your shoes off of my suede blue suit. I'll do anything but keep your shoes off my blue blaze shoes. It's an Elvis Presley thing.
I believe it. You're classier.
If Ricky was here, he would be like, "Yeah, dude, that's Elvis Presley."
You're classier than us.
I'm a classy guy.
You're a classy guy.
Oh yeah, and then all the ladies were like dressed up like they were going to the red carpet.
Yep.
I was like blown away. I was like, "What the hell?" Please calm it down. Calm it down, please.
Take it down a notch.
It's supposed to be my night as I'm in full makeup. This is my night.
Who at the party commented about your makeup, if anybody?
You know what? At the party, not a lot of people. They just kind of looked at me like, "Oh, hey."
Hey, that tracks.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, they're like.
And so here's the funny thing about that,
They
right?
didn't even question it. It's like, why? You know what? Just let him do his thing.
Oh yeah.
He got dropped on his head.
So,
just let him do his thing.
So like when everybody started eating, I'm like, I was there at the end of the table, just drinking, like thinking about the whole gay bullshit I'm dealing with at the moment. I would have like
stop thinking about,
being introspective per se, and I would catch people like looking at me. So I'd be like looking like at the food, seeing people going to get food. Then I would turn my head around like to glance at the room, just catching like a couple like stares from me. I was like, damn, it'd be awkward. It was kind of awkward. I'm going to cut this off, but I got quite a bit of stares from... Yeah.
Just for wearing
like,
your makeup?
Yeah, I think literally it, or like whatever else. I don't know what else it could be. I would be like looking around, lost in thought. And then I would catch...
Right at you?
Yeah, I would catch her like... And then she
like
would like...
reading you?
Yeah, and then she would like look away, and I was like, what the fuck? At least 3 different times. I was like, damn. Yeah. And then one of the guys there, one of the twins, was like, "You want to be my date for the pictures?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." Then he tried to put his hands on my hips. I was like, "No, bro, not like that, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? No, dude, we're gonna do back to back, like kid and play, bro. No, bro, he was ready to put his hands on my hips and all that stuff.
He was ready to be the big spoon.
I was like, "Get the fuck! What the hell?"
Yeah, he should have known just by looking at you. You want to be the big spoon.
I ain't gonna be the little spoon. Ain't no spooning around there. Not when there's 2 bears in the cave. No spooning at all.
Hashtag 2 bears, 1 cave.
Hashtag. Yeah, no, I didn't get much comment though, other than a couple stares and that one guy trying to put his hands on my hips.
Dude, if you had to take a guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you kind of said it earlier.
What's up?
I was going to say, why was Luis not there? But you said it earlier.
I said it earlier. Yeah, Luis Pablo, co-host, feature.
He jerked the skin right off his dick.
Oh, yeah.
He used too many times. Like, how many licks does it get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? He answered that question with his dick.
Oh, yes. Now it's all covered in ringworm.
Yep.
It's too much physical contact.
It's just chafe. Nothing but chafe.
Oh, yeah.
It's like all one color. Raw pink.
Mm-hmm. He was ready to be on today's podcast. We're like,
nah, bro, you need to recover.
Nah, son, you gotta go to rehab. He's like, yes, coach.
You need some more Vaseline.
Yes, coach, I will. Get in there, champ.
Oh.
But it would have been a bar burner if he would have been there.
It was a great time either way, but yeah, wish you could have been there, buddy.
I was there for a little bit, just cordial enough to say hi in there. I'm surprised that not the whole thing didn't get brought down by the police.
Yeah.
You guys are pretty loud, and
we went to like 3:30.
Damn, really?
Yeah, dude, it was wild. It was genuinely wild.
That's not good.
The cops slowed down and stopped by like in front of the property like 2 different times, where they would just slow down and basically come to like a complete stop, act like they're gonna park, but then drive away. So it felt like they were like really like wanting to or something, but then they
probably kept driving
to.
around. Like they called like the municipal like Wallace County. It was like,
is there a new bar? What the fuck is going on? Yo, because I got that comment like just from standing outside, like being on the phone or just like catching some air, hanging out with people. Like people would be walking by in downtown Delavan, and Delavan is not a very like walking around in the downtown sort of place. Like you're like going there for a purpose. You're not really like going there to
strolling.
Explore.
Window shopping.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, that's not really a thing there. But there are people who walk around at night who are either going home or for locals, and they like to stop by and get stop by the bars. It's a little bit of a popular bar district, and we got at least 3 or 4 comments of people like, "Is there a new bar in there?" Just because they would see us standing outside on the phones and they'd hear how busy it is behind us. Hey guys, is there a new bar in there? Like they were wanting to come inside, and we had to like turn them around in a way.
Like, what's the cover charge and all that stuff?
Yeah.
I would have made money. If I would have stayed there, I probably would have played pretend bouncer. And I was like, ID.
That would have been great.
Cop would have pulled up. It's like, no. It's just my cousins in there. Class reunion.
Class reunion.
My whole family. We were the graduating class of 14 from a small village in Guadalajara. Thank you, sir.
Why is there a grandma in there? All right, you piece of shit. Let's wrap it up.
Wrap it up. If anything, you need to wrap it up. You're going to be in Mexico here very soon.
I am.
The most sexual place ever. Dude, honestly, I'm afraid you're going to come back a father.
I'm going to come back pregnant with twins.
I'm afraid of that, too. If you think it's already hard enough to get together podcasting, imagine Father Juan. Jesus Christ. Jeez. Alcoholic Juan's already a tough hang to get together with. I can only imagine what Father Alcoholic Juan is going to be. Mm-hmm. That's going to be you.
Woody and Watch Bear.
You already drink a lot. What's up, Bear? Sorry about that, folks. That's a giant dog just coming down the streets. Coming down the stairs, I mean. Should be a street dog, if anything.
What are you excited about for next month or the next few weeks, pal?
Wow. Let me tell the folks at home what to look forward to, because we got a lot on our plate. We got the return of 13 TMI coming to the podcast, and I cannot wait for that. So happy. Especially we got the new equipment now. New equipment. We're going to have a return. A lot of returns, by the way. Expect that. We got a return interview again with the owner of VYV Bar in Beloit, the most coolest hipster or all-around good vibe bar.
Yeah.
It's not even a hipster bar. It's just a good vibe.
A good vibe bar. That's such a good way to describe it.
A good vibe bar, yeah.
It's a vibe bar.
Yep. I like that.
It's a vibe.
Uh-huh. We got Levi coming back. We got potentially Mr. Sommelier himself, Anthony. Oh, yeah.
What did he say?
That's going to be for later on. Oh, that's your job. You get in contact with Anthony. That's your job, Doggy Dog.
Yeah, but you got to tell me that off screen.
No. We're telling the people now. We're committed to this now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it'd be really fun. I didn't know Anthony did whiskey classes.
Yeah.
We should.
He's got a subscription based on his. Check it out if you can. If you aren't already following, what's his Instagram name? Surly.
Surly Boy.
Surly Boy.
Surly Boy. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and check that out, and check out 13 TMI and check out VYV Bar. We're gonna have a lot of return guests though, and we're also looking for new guests too. If you all have anything you want to promote, or if
any people you guys have suggested, cool or interesting people in the local southeast Wisconsin area.
Oh yeah,
or,
it doesn't even gotta
Illinois.
be exactly.
Yeah,
we'll drive to them. Yeah. If you're in Indiana, and you discovered how to put self-made gasoline into your vehicle, we'll come to you.
We will tell the people your story.
Oh yes, or if you're in Seattle, and you're some drug addict transgender person, we'll come to you.
More like he'll come to you.
Now, hold on there. We got a lot of big things looking forward though. And we're probably going to have a whole episode of talking about your Mexico trip.
Yes. I'm going on a little mini Mexico trip where I'm baptizing a child. So I'm going to have to, or not have to, but I'm also going to take that time to take like a mini little like vacation. So I'm going to be visiting Tequila, Jalisco, the area of Mexico that is the most prominent tequila producing region in all of Mexico.
Yep.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. Like it's going to be like visiting Kentucky, you know?
But Mexican.
Yeah.
And full of cartels.
Yes.
You ever get tired of Mexico? You ever think to yourself, like, you know what? I think I'm going to go back to Costa Rica. You know what? I think I'm going to go back to Puerto Rico.
No, I've never been to Puerto Rico.
Oh, good. You're not missing much.
Have you ever been there?
No. But I watched WWE, Bad Bunny's from there, so
I've gotten it.
I get it.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
You guys
get it.
You guys like the
speak
sun.
Spanish funny. I get it.
You like the sun. I get it. Cool.
I get it. You guys drink pina coladas by the beach all day. I get it.
Cool. Most of your pregnancy rates is when you guys are 15. Cool. I get it. Puerto Rican. Hell yeah. Yeah. I forgot what we were gonna say about this, but
You're like, I forgot what I was gonna say before I just started insulting the whole country.
the whole country of Puerto Rico. Yeah. Why Mexico? Europe, Italy, Sweden.
Bro.
You got passports?
Yeah,
Canada?
Because you're trying to live, dude. Like if you take a trip to those places, you're fucking dropping 10K. Like
True.
you're planning like either all year, multiple years for something like that. Like this is much more doable, much more just affordable, and like the fun that we have is very much like culturally relevant to the sort of stuff we're already doing over here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, that's
Like, yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Like the sort of like
Don't you get tired of that? Don't you want to experience something new and different?
what like the sort of stuff that we get tired of or experience would be like going to new places, new sites. So it's already new. Like you're not revisiting old sites, you know what I mean?
True, but it's the same geographic like landscape. No matter how you cut it, like that's a nice thing about like quote unquote like United States. You got the east side.
Yeah.
It's all industrial mountains and stuff. You got the south side. By south side I mean like Texas and Florida. You got gators and hurricanes. You got the west side, which is like more once again woodsy, more coastal, more breezy and all that stuff. And Mexico, you got parts of it where it's like heavily populated, like Mexico City, the FM, I don't know, Guatemala probably. I don't know, some other big places. The tourist traps, I can't even say off the top of my head. And then you got mountains, right?
Well, you can't even name two cities in Mexico, so
Acapulco, Mexico City, Guadalajara, fucking Guadalajara, Jalisco.
okay, fair.
Oh, GTO. All those places are very big, heavily populated places.
Yeah, because
And then you got the Sierra, which is like the mountains.
yeah.
Don't you get tired of the mountains?
Well, that's not where you're hanging out.
But
Why would you go there?
Well, if you're just going to
Imagine going to New York City and hanging out in upstate New York.
Yeah, I mean, why would you? So
Like you're gonna go to New York City.
So you're going to Mexico to visit the big cities, but don't you get tired of visiting the big cities in Mexico?
Well, no, because you've only been there once, and each city is like has like a totally different like character. Like, yeah, each city is totally different. Like, yeah, it just is. Yeah, it's on.
No, I'm saying hold it like I do.
Yeah. Fair, okay. No, but it is like each city has like totally different character. Like you just said, like there's industrial cities, like there's cities that are like much more artsy and like tourist driven. Like it's just like here, dude. It's just like variety. Yeah, it's just like they
But
literally.
don't you feel like you're lacking variety by sticking to one part of the hemisphere? Have you ever been to Canada, England, Hawaii?
Okay, the only ones of those that would be remotely interesting to me would be Hawaii.
Canada. What?
Like, why would, and
French Quebec?
Quebec sounds awesome.
Yeah.
But that's the only part of Canada I would be interested in visiting.
You love coffee. They love their coffee martinis, espresso, and all that stuff.
I get that. I'm saying that sounds great. But, like, the rest of Canada, like, country, Dude, I'm from Wisconsin, bro. Like, the people up here are already half Canadian. Like, there's nothing up there that seems that interesting. Like,
True.
like, oh, they're gonna show me how to shoot some deer, like make some backstrap. I'll ask fucking Joe from the plant here how to do that.
Joe is pretty wise.
Yeah, like
pretty knowledgeable.
You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
there for me, there's this is gonna sound like very like close-minded, but there is nothing that interesting to me about like predominantly like already English-speaking countries, the Australia that one's the most interesting out of all of them. I would rank that. But
what about Italy or Spain?
They're not English-speaking countries.
Well, true, but Spain is a Spanish-speaking country, no?
Yeah, I just made that marker for that reason because the countries that you brought up was Canada, England. Like they're not that interesting. They're not that different.
Well, true, but
So, like, there's not enough difference for me to spend multiple thousands of dollars to go experience poutine. Like, nah.
Poutine.
Nah,
Well,
I'll figure that shit out. I want to experience like
Luckily-
a combination of like 30 different Southeast Asian like herbs and spices that like I will never be able to pronounce, and I want like some like little old grandma in a shack to like make it for me. I would rather do that.
True. And like, here's the real kicker of what you were saying. It costs thousands to even explore Europe, right?
Yeah.
True.
To even
Yeah,
like get yourself over
to
there.
even get yourself there, but once you are there, everything's much more cheaper to
That's fair.
navigate.
That's fair.
It's like
But you're committing, like, if you're doing Europe, I feel like you should do like
10 days.
minimum. 10 days seems too small. Like I would say like 2 weeks.
What? That seems too long.
Dude, if you're already getting on a plane for like 30 hours, dude, you might, and like 30 hours back. So like 2 out of those like 8-10 days aren't even gonna be enjoyed. So you're only gonna be vacationing 8. And if you, how many did you say?
10.
Yeah. So like you're gonna be enjoying 8 days. Like that's like 1 week realistically.
You need more than that?
Kinda. Yeah. You don't think you need? There are some like when we visited Guanajuato, bro. It felt like you need a week there minimum. Like there's some cities are ginormous.
How long were you on GTO?
Dude, a day.
You were in GTO for a day?
A day, yeah.
Damn. Yeah,
Like,
it's tough.
Well, 2 days on two separate days. It was just like broken up.
It's just, you and I were just brought up different, Like you were talking about earlier, how like those kids are like, oh, that Sigma brain and like Andrew Tate shit. That's kind of how I was raised. It's like, you know what, man? Get back to work, dude. You ain't got time for yourself for a little bit, recharge. Get back to work. If you have time to lean, you have time to clean. And that's the kind of mentality.
Cleans your car.
That's the kind of mentality I take myself,
I don't think that is.
Look at these fingernails. Clean as a whistle. Like that.
Show me your car.
No. That's for Patreon. Which we should need to get the Patreon going. Which we're going to be talking about that very soon. And I just think that you should really not be so close-minded and try to visit new places.
Well, I want to do
France? Italy?
No, I want to do
Spain?
Dude, I want to like close up my Latin American loop before I start like exploring
Like at least try Central America. Have you been in Central America?
Yeah,
Costa Rica, right?
I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to do
Brazil.
And Phill, I've only ever taken one vacation to Mexico.
Only one?
Yes. It was the
Damn.
last one. So you're like overplaying how much I visit there.
Well, you need
Like greatly overplaying how much I visit there.
That is true. That is
Like
true.
I literally, and it's been one in my whole adult life.
Okay.
So like,
I thought you and I were culture people. I'm always traveling, so I'm trying this place new.
yeah,
I'm
what
trying
was the
this
last
place new.
the last place you went?
Door County. Does that count?
Yeah, that counts.
Thank you. I guess the last place.
How exotic was that?
Oh, I was.
What
at home.
language did they speak?
Oh, Canadian. Wholesome.
Some wholesome Canadian.
A wholesome Canadian.
Up
No,
in
the
Dor-
last time I went, I was probably Acapulco.
Yeah.
So
We gotta get you back out there. Wasn't that like 3 years ago?
6.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get you back out there.
It was kind of tough because the pandemic happened. Right. Other than that, I've been to Abu Dhabi, I've been to Laos, I've been to Thailand. That's about it.
How was your Abu Dhabi thing?
Oh, really cool. Really hot. As always, I was in a suit, too. So, like, that was my thing. when I board airplanes, suit up. Fucking mistake.
You're like a slug. Every seat you sit in, you just leave slime everywhere. Just a layer of
suit
sweat.
of slime. Oh yeah. Very fun for everybody else that rode with me. That was like, with me in the plane.
Fair.
But that's me though. I like to be open-minded to anything.
Fair. Good point.
Yeah. I'm a Q plus, as they say. And LA to all the Mexicans, Thailandians, Laos, everybody from the country. An ally of you.
Get up, dude. You look so awkward.
Oh yes, I'm bad at couches. That's why whenever you see me podcasting, I always gotta be in a little computer chair or a chair of some sort.
Couches are not fun.
No.
Right.
And hopefully this episode has been very fun for you all, because it's been a hoot and a holler for us. Thank you so much for another exciting episode of Vida in Vino, brought to you by Bro Taste This. Like and subscribe wherever you get your podcast. We're on Spotify, we're on Stitcher, we're on Podbean, we're on YouTube, we're on Apple, wherever you get it. And if you're traveling, we're also in the Indonesian Apple market and the Chinese market too. Without us being notified or them asking us can we use your library, your catalog? Yeah, we're already out there, which is pretty fucking lame. Yeah, and I'm pretty pissed off. Yeah.
Where we are?
Yeah. I'll show you on the... Go ahead and look this up. Look up Bro Tastes and send this to us on our Instagram or at brotastesemail.com if you find any more foreign countries using our content.
Have a great night.
See you all next week.